So I had this dream last month or the month before last. I think it was last month. The month before last, I don't know. It was right after I made the decision to be obedient and quit my job. But I had this dream. In a dream, I was pregnant. And in the dream, I remember I was like at the back of the hospital and I was just like, oh no, like the baby foot was trying to come out the top of my stomach. And I was just like, no, I need to have this baby. Can somebody help me? Can somebody get me, round to the emergency room where I can, you know. So walks up to this car and guess who gets out the car? The same angel that approached Mary when he let her know about, her going to become pregnant, right? And when he got out, the first thing I said to myself, he looked like a Gabriel. Now, mind you, I'm going off just, you know how he is. We can look at somebody and be like, they like a Ashley, they like a Tiffany, they look like a, and I kid you not. So you gotta understand that when you have a dream, you don't really recognize what goes on. Like you gotta start looking up stuff. So I started looking up like what was his purpose and what was he, and that's when it came clear. It was like he was the angel that went to Mary to let her know she was about to have a baby. So the people that was supposed to be assisting me just looked at him as he got out of the car and was just like, hey, can you be the one to take her to go deliver this baby? So as days have went by, it's like sometimes you can't just come up with your own interpretation of a dream. And so I just see a lot of videos of people just saying, Yeshua is coming back, and I may get a little fearful, like it ain't time for me to go. I ain't ready to go. And it ain't even that. It's not. He's coming. So with that dream being said, it's like, yes, you got Gabriel who's delivering the message, Mary who was pregnant with Jesus, right? And so it's more or less the same thing. It's like, yes, he is ready. He's ready to come out. But I feel like it's just more or less like the last time, but even better. I feel like it's just going to be the anointing over his people who are going to bring what needs to be brought to the earth so that it can return back to its original state. Stay encouraged and don't listen to what everybody's saying. Get to know him and talk to him for yourself.